Alright folks, sorry about all the wind. It's kicking out here today. You can see by the but first off, I was going to cover right quick. These pumpkins are starting to change, and even though they're real fibrous, I mean they're real hard. As soon as they start turning like this, they basically turn like a little watery mush, and it's well on its way to being worm food. And that spot, that original spot, is probably almost all the way through. And imagine the worms, if I pulled it up, it'd be all on the bottom part of that one. Of course, here's the other one. Like I said, they're starting to get worm ready now. But the part I wanted to cover is I had some straight coffee grounds, used coffee grounds in the filters, and they're buried right here. I put them in, and I put some composted horse manure with bedding on it, and you can kind of tell that the way it moved around, there should be some worm activity in this area, whereas it's just plain straight coffee. When I didn't let it age, they stayed away from it. This coffee has been in ziplock bags, totally sealed, for a good couple of weeks. I wish I'd have timed it, but if you look at this horse manure bedding, it was added at the same time as all that and that. But you can tell by the way this is broken down, some worms have been working in here, so I'm willing to bet there's some worms eating this coffee. So this should be a good test. I'm fixing to pull some of this bedding back. I can't find my little hand rake. I don't know what I did with it. Maybe it's buried. And by the way, I'm also doing another project. I've been composting the whole phone book. This is just the yellow pages, so it's the talking phone book, so maybe it'll talk to the wormies. But I can tell there's already some worms been eating on that. You can see the pages gone. It's going to be interesting to see how long this thing lasts. So might be a good way to get rid of your phone books. But anyway, let me check this out right quick. Man, the worms are tearing this coffee up. So the neat thing is, like I say, this was it's still whole coffee. It was just left in a Ziploc bag, and it got funky. If you look, that's just pure coffee, and you can see these worms are just all up in there tearing this stuff up. So the secret is letting that coffee age. You see, here's a filter. You just look at all the worms that was in the coffee. And there's even baby worms in there. But let me go ahead and pull some more of this back. It ain't gonna hurt to disturb all these worms. I'm talking about there's some worms in here. I can feel them. They're just tearing this stuff up now, and this stuff here is not even hot or anything, but you can just feel the mass of worms in here. They're just all over. And this is a big old solid mass of coffee, so they have no problem with it. It's just neat when you can feel the worms in there. But like I say, you can tell whenever you got some bedding and it changes appearance, you can know the worms been working it. And like I say, you can see the straight coffee coming out of there. I guess I should have really left it in them filters, but all in all, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Smells good too. And this is even a little dry. I'm thinking to put some water in here. And these worms ought to really tear this stuff up when it gets a little wetter. They tend to like it a little on the wet side. My worms do. Some people, I don't know. Just depends on the person. It's just amazing. You can feel these worms down in here. They're just tearing this coffee up. Like I say, see this coffee, they're processing it real fast. I got more worms than most people do, so my worms are going to work a little faster than a lot of people. Once they get to grouping up in here, they go to town. And like I say, I'm going to wet this down, and I'm going to see how many worms gets back in here. And all I did was cover this up with a little bit of the horse manure bedding. It's almost solid coffee, and they're chowing down on it. Like I said, I stuck my hand in there, I don't feel any heat, so it should have got past the hot composting process. But anyway, I just thought that'd be a little interesting, and that is it for now.